A mother's joy begins with when new life is stirring inside, when a teeny heartbeat is heard from the first time, and a playful kick reminds her that she is never alone. Humankind always reflected on the special bond that exists between mother and child. Good afternoon to one and all who are present here in this inaugural session on virtual platform. I, Mrs. Vijayalakshmi Das, Principal in charge of SCB College of Nursing, Cuttack, feel extremely privileged and honored to be given this opportunity to welcome you all on to this inaugural session. Here we are having with us dignitaries, guests, luminaries to encourage us, help us to move forward for opening up nurse practitioner midwifery course. Midwife-led care is a evidence-based strategy to improve maternity care. Midwife-led care recognizes, respects, and safeguard normal process during normal delivery, birth, and postnatal period. Acknowledge that childbirth is a life-changing event for whole family rather than an isolated clinical episode. The midwife-led care model of care is women-centered and based on the premise that pregnancy and childbirth are normal life events and emphasize respectful maternity care. To inculcate this concept in practice, our Honorable MD NHM, Mrs. Salin Pandit, has taken special interest to set up MLCU, SMTI, and start NPM course at SCB College of Nursing, Cuttack. So from my core of heart, I extend my heartiest thanks to ma'am for this initiative. It is first time in Odisha where NPM course will be started. First of all, I feel extremely privileged and honored to welcome our Honorable Additional Chief Secretary, Sri Rajkumar Sharma, to this inaugural session, even though Sir is not with us to join due to his preoccupation. I welcome you, sir. Then I privileged to welcome Mrs. Salin Pandit, Mission Director, NHM, Department of Health and Family Welfare, Government of Odisha, to this program, whose continuous effort encouragement helps us to move a step forward. I welcome you, ma'am, even though she is unable to join with us due to her busy schedule. It is well-known proverb that action speaks louder than the words. We all know UNICEF extend all type of helps for development of SMTI and MLCU towards starting NPM course. Now, it is a great opportunity to welcome Dr. Monica Nelson, CFO UNICEF Odisha, to the dais. I welcome you, ma'am, to the dais. Please, ma'am. Ma'am is with us today to encourage us, and SCB College of Nursing will expect this type of cooperation throughout this program. Ma'am, please. Now I feel extremely overwhelmed to welcome our Director Nursing Odisha, Dr. Sanjukta Sahu ma'am, who is a constant source of inspiration for us for every developmental work in nursing institutions, whose guidance, personal interest, encouragement, and patience help us a lot to meet our goal to any extent. I welcome you, ma'am, to the dais. Next, I welcome Dr. Dinabandhu Sahu, Team Leader of SHSRC NHM, who was Joint Director and Additional Director in NHM, and now presently Sir is working as a Team Leader of SHSRC NHM, who is always with us and encouraging us in developing SMTI and starting NPM course. I welcome you, sir, to the dais. I cordially welcome Professor Dr. Lucy Das, Superintendent of SCB MCH, to the dais. Ma'am is always with us in every good moment and every crisis situation also, whose untiring guidance, constant encouragement, and sincere effort helps us to set up MLCU at SCB MCH. I welcome you, ma'am. Now it is time to welcome Professor Dr. Tusharkar, HOD of OG Department, who spent his valuable time and extend his all type of support for the development of MLCU at SCB Medical College Hospital, Cuttack. I welcome you, sir. I cordially welcome Professor Dr. Samina Swain, Nodal Officer of MLCU, to this program, who is like a backbone of our MLCU. We always need her support and guidance also. I welcome you, ma'am, to this inaugural session. I cordially welcome Dr. Bhagyalakshmi Nayak, Vice President AOGO, for her presence in this program, in this inaugural session. This is a pleasurable moment for us, where we have a lot of dignitaries in online platform also. SCB Medical College and Hospital and SCB College of Nursing feel fortunate and privileged to have all these eminent personalities, guests in the virtual mode. We are having with us Dr. Padmini Kashyap, Assistant Commissioner, Maternal Health, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India, Dr. Rathi Balchandran, Additional Directorate General, Nursing, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India, Mrs. Lungi D. Aquino, Chief of Health, UNICEF India, Country Office, Dr. Evita, Chairperson, Fernandez Foundation, NMTI, Professor Mrs. Amrita Lenka, SOMI, Odisha. I welcome you all to this inaugural session in virtual platform. As we all know, development of SMTI and MLC is a collective effort of so many around us. Now it is time to welcome all the representatives of UNICEF, Dr. Meena, health specialist, Dr. Brajesh, Mrs. Trupti Mishra, consultant maternal health, UNICEF, Mrs. Budha Vijayalakshmi, Mr. Balchandran, Mrs. Jasoda Reddy, NHM consultant, Mrs. Somya, hospital manager, and all these faculties of SCB, College of Nursing, Cuttack, and staff, and staffs and faculties of OG department of SCB Medical College Hospital, and request them to extend their help like this continuation for this program. I welcome you all. Last but not least, I welcome all the delegates, participants to this inaugural session, who are the most important part of this program, for whom this program is organized only, who will be future nurse midwifery practitioner. I welcome you all. Now it's time for lamp lighting. Light is a pretty universal symbol of truth and knowledge and understanding. It acts as a guide, keeping us from stumbling in the dark. Now it's time for lamp lighting. I request all the dignitaries for lighting the lamp. Ma'am is here, Sama ma'am. I cordially welcome Professor Dr. Sama Kanungo ma'am, retired superintendent. Ma'am is here, I have not seen, and coordinator of Center of Excellency Health, who is a constant source of encouragement, who is always with us. We all are blessed by getting her. For SCB College of Nursing also, she is always extending her support. I welcome you, ma'am, to this inaugural session. Now I am requesting the students to give bouquet to the dignitaries. Nodal official. Thank you, students. Now I am requesting and inviting Dr. Dinamandhu Sahu, team leader of SHSRC, NHM Odisha, to explain about the journey of midwifery initiative in Odisha. I welcome you, sir. please address our participants regarding the journey.
Thank you, madam. Good afternoon. Respected Superintendent, madam, HOD, Professor Kaur, Uniska, madam, Director Nursing, Dr. Sahu, my teacher, Professor Syama Kannugo, Professor Saswita, madam, and other dignitaries who are attending this meeting, particularly the nursing principal and the nursing principal of school and college, and the dignitaries who are listening from away from this hall, and persons presenting from Government of India. I welcome all the participants. Really, it's a great pleasure today to declare that in our state, first time we are going to functionalize the midwife-led care unit, which was a dream for all, particularly to me, to Professor Syama Kannugo, Professor Kaur, and Lucy madam. We have started it from 2019. If I remember correctly, it was the 2nd August. The first meeting was chaired by the mission director, who is always an inspiration to us. She blindly support for any good initiative, particularly in the medical institutions, medical colleges, and private institutions, general government institutions. Wherever we go and we ask her, once she understands the things, she allows us, and even she took a periodical review whether we are doing it properly or not. So because of her, our first batch went for training to Fernandez Hospital. 6 persons were selected, and with different times meeting with the HOD and the nursing director, it was decided 6 persons were trained there. It was delayed because of the pandemic COVID. Now they have trained, and in the meantime we started renovation of our old institution of state, SC Medical College, Cuttack, to convert it to a MLC center. As everybody must knowing that the incidence of delivery, if you go rightly, when we are student, we used to know that the normal delivery is about 95% and 5% undergo. They land in an abnormal, but particularly the incidence of cesarean section is going day by day. Recently, I had a letter from Government of India. The incidence of cesarean section in our state, it is more than 20%, and in Andhra Pradesh it is 67%, for which I had approached to Syama madam and Professor Punno Chandra Mahapatra sir, you give advice to your students, those who are working in the periphery, how to reduce the incidence of cesarean section. Because of so many factors, as you know, today the main objective, there should be decongestion of the institution. We are having 94 FRUs, that's fast referral unit, where you do cesarean section. There should be availability of 4 things. One is a fast cesarean section conducting either obstetrician or CMOC trained person, then an anesthetist or a LACS, a blood bank or a BSU, another is a pediatrician. These are the 4 basic things we require for conducting a cesarean section. And there are 94 FRUs, out of which 68 FRU are functioning in our state. But unfortunately, what is happening, the trend has changed. The mind setup has changed. The doctors who are being posted in the periphery, though it is a 24/7 hour service, everybody return back to their home before 7. So the delivery, what they keep for conducting during their period, if delayed in the evening, they blindly refer the patient to the nearest hospital where cesarean section is done or where there is a doctor. So naturally, when we see there is a high load of cesarean section cases, particularly in the medical colleges and capital hospitals, so naturally the incidence is much high. But during COVID, it has been seen the incidence has go beyond that. Like that, it has been studied by the World Health Organization. The incidence of normal cesarean section is 10 to 15%, And the delivery, if it's conducted by a staff nurse, the outcome is better than if it is conducted by a doctor. It is the study conducted by World Health Organization. And when we are not getting adequate number of doctors, then the government of India thought of why not the staff nurse will conduct the delivery. That is the predominance of their subject. And accordingly, the matter has passed by government of India, and it was then decided that we will do the deliveries. The normal delivery will be conducted by the midwife nurse practitioners, NPM, nurse practitioner midwife. They will conduct the normal delivery. So there will be hospital where there will be OG specialist, and he will be attached to the triaging room, and they will just assess which patient will go to normal delivery and which patient will land in difficult or cesarean section or vacuum or forceps delivery, whatever may be the abnormality. And those patients who will have normal deliveries, supposed to be have normal deliveries, we cannot say that 100%. If it is assessed for normal delivery, that patient will land in normal delivery. She may go cesarean section or in assisted delivery, but we may be 95% correct, 5% we may be wrong. But that those type of patient will go to the midwife led care unit. The objective is that we will give a qualitative service, and it should be affordable to all the patients. The trend has changed. When we are students in this institution, there is no, we are not allowing any relatives of the person patient who is coming to the labor room to attend the labor room, to sit or to stand by the side of the patient. So it has come to notice that most of the patients are being harassed in the labor room, either physically, mentally, or financially. They don't feel confident. They don't feel confident for delivery in a government institution, or they don't feel to be delivered in a government institution because nobody is there side by her. So the government of India decided why not the mother should be respected. So the concept of respected maternity care, RMC, come to the factor. So all the mother, we know pregnancy is not a pathological condition, it is a physiological condition. So we should not treat her as a patient. It is a physiological condition. So they should not be called as a patient. So utmost respect, and the traditional thing what we are doing, we are allowing the patient to sleep in the labor table, sleep in a lithotomy position, don't eat, don't drink, just put on your legs side by, and the doctors or the dhai who will be sitting, standing over there, will be calling like they, but we don't know where is the child. So the concept has changed. So the government of India decided that there will be LDR concept. So labor, delivery, and recovery. So the patient will be admitted to a single place when she is in labor, particularly in first stage of labor in the active phase, when the cervix is dilated more than 3 centimeter equal to 4 centimeter. So the pathogram will be managed. The patient and the attendant will be side by side. The patient will be allowed to adopt whatever position she wants, not that strict sit in the bed, don't sleep like this, right side, left side, don't stand at any time, your membrane may rupture. So all sorts of privacy and opportunity should be given, and the patient should not sleep in an open field. When we are students, Professor Kaur was with us, you must be knowing that we are sitting over there taking bora, and the patient are sleeping over there. So if they will be tortured like anything, particularly we know there will be, if there will be stress and strain, the oxytocin secretion will be reduced. There won't be progress of labor. So if you are allowing the normal atmosphere, even in MLC concept, I was just discussing, the government of India has given, you just bring down the color of the labor room. Don't make it white. Make it some deep shadow color. So there will, the patient, the light will enhance more secretion of stress hormone. And if it will be deep shadow, then it will be secret more oxytocin and more prolactin. So that's why it is not me or other persons are telling, it is the experts of our country. They have written this, they have prepared this guideline. So ultimately, so when the 6 staff nurses trained from there at Fernandez Hospital, then they came here. Then we decided where to do these NPM centers. Then it was decided that those places where there is a caseload is high, we will decide those center. There the delivery will be conducted by the nurse practitioner midwife. So we decided 6 districts, and there are much more applicants. We did a streamlining scrutinizing process, and we selected 6 from each district. So 5 districts we selected 30 candidates who will be trained here for 1 year, and then they will return back to their own district, own place, and there they will be getting hand-holding support by the trained staff nurse who has been trained from Fernandez. They will be indirectly supervising them here, and the persons who have passed from Fernandez Hospital will guide here the staff nurses who will be attending this MLCU, and they will be supervising the Fernandez people. So ultimately, these people will totally be trained. Once we will be satisfied and they will go through their course, they will be able to conduct normal delivery. So this is our modality. Next, once we started this at SC Medical College, then we will expand it to other medical colleges, 9 medical colleges, 8 medical colleges, and recently Kenjor and Sundargarh is going to be added. So we will add other medical colleges also. And recently our assistant commissioner has visited our state, particularly to SC Medical College, Cuttack. I was there. My teacher, Professor Karnungo was there. Tushar sir was there. Lucy madam was there. She was happy. She was happy because of our madam, Shama madam. Here, this is the center where we are giving training for cesarean section, and it is the center where we are giving training for the BMOC doctors. It's the anesthesia department where we are giving training with the LSS. The Northeast people who have been trained other than Odisha, they are not able to do a LSS spinal injection, or they are not able to do a cesarean section. Then fortunately or unfortunately, they sent patient to Madam Kanungo, and Madam Kanungo trained her so nicely and followed up so rigorously that they conducted cesarean section. The government of India became so happy when last time Subinda Basu Madam was visited. She became astonished how the Odisha people are doing so good things. Then she declared, she bound to declare it as a regional center for conducting cesarean section and LSS. Recently, when Assistant Commissioner had come to our institution, I told her, Madam, my institution, with the help of all my teachers, my friends, my juniors, we have developed a book for HDU. There is no definite book in the guideline book in the India at present. As in present situation, there is no book where my students, my friends, my juniors will be trained. And my friends, my colleagues, they have developed a booklet. You please approve it so that it will be accepted by government, total all the states of India. Then she took it. She did not respond to me. Then I had been to Delhi. Then I had told to the assistant additional commissioner. Then I told to Dinesh Baswal. Then everybody told, no, you Odia people are doing very good things. Why not your book will be accepted? Then she told me who are the members. Then I gave the member of our HOD and Sasmita madam, then Bhagyalakshmi madam. They are now a board of that member. They will be attending that meeting, and the book will be most likely to be accepted. And apart from that, another good thing is that when she has visited this center, something strike to her mind. Why not this center cannot be a national institute? Now this is SMTI, State in Midwife Training Institute. This will be declared a national institute for midwife training. So in that night, madam, director, madam telephoned me, Doctor Sahib, what happened? How we will do it? Well, why not, madam? Why I will not do it? Just they declared yesterday, they declared tomorrow we will not functionalize. MD is there. If she is not denying, why not we will not allow it? Odisha is always one step ahead. Not only this SMTI or NMTI, we have done so many good things. So definitely we may have bad names in some other things, but in health aspects, we have very good name. Everything we have very good names. So far as new initiative, new innovation, Odisha has a very good name. So today, it is really an opportunity for everybody. We are having Monica madam. And I am proud, I got my teacher here who was with me for last 2 years. And after our retirement, I requested her, madam, please help me. No, I can't do anything. I don't have any, I have lot of work. I will go to Chandigarh. I will do. Well, this is Chandigarh. This is Pondicherry. This is Ma. We will working for a bigger mother group. We will giving worship to a single mother, but here are definite so many mothers. So I will be astonished in this age of more than near about 70. She is conducting all types of supervision and supportive activities. Whenever I call, she responds me and she do all the necessary things for the state. And Professor Kara, you must be knowing, Government of India has declared that all the institutions who are conducting delivery, that should be Lakshya certified. And here is our madam. First time in Odisha, the medical college got first Lakshya certificate. That is Balangir. Both the brilliant persons are sitting over here. One is in the dash and in the below the dash. So now both are here. Why not our institution will got Lakshya certification? So once our institution will got Lakshya certification, the Government of India has different mandatory, particularly during this Modi government, there are different mandatory. All the institutions will be declared as Suman. Surakhita Matrudha Ashwasan. It means where we are conducting delivery, that institution should give Ashwasan to the mother that if you are coming to me, I will provide this type of service. Suppose you are going to a CMAC hospital, that at any time you are here, I will do cesarean section. In BMAC, I will do assisted delivery. In normal delivery cases, I will conduct the normal delivery, free of cost, qualitative delivery, and affordable delivery, and there will be availability of technical persons. So that is Suman. So it is privileged to say that once it is declared as Suman, then that institution should have get National Quality Assurance Standard certification. So for Suman, the Government of India wants that who you should have a nodal center and center of excellence. So the director of family welfare asked me, Dr. Sir, where will do? I told, except SC medical, who can be better do for this post? And my madam is there. So madam become the working person, the leading person, and the head of the department is the nodal person. So we are just nodal person. We have the node, but you are the hand and leg. So we will do each and everything, madam. And for you, Professor Kaur, we are giving another person. Madam is Monica madam is giving another person to help you, a technical person to particularly to help madam because of her age problem. She is not able to move most of the time. In distance places, but she is covering almost all the near places. And another person we are giving from our PIB, that is a consultant level post, He will be looking after the all programmatic persons and all the data entry, etc. And these are the posts we have already declared, and that will be the nodal center for maternal health. So these are the things we are doing. I hope the aim and objective what the Government of India and particularly my mission director, our secretary has in their mind, that will be only achieved with the help of Professor Kaur, Lucy madam, and my teacher and all the principal of nursing college and nursing school and UNICEF staff and all the persons who are ever here. The time will come, there will be no persons who will be conducting delivery should not be trained in MLCU. They must be NPM. Now we are conducting delivery by sub-trained persons. Time will come, all the delivery will be conducted by NPM, nurse, midwife, practitioner. They will be conducting delivery, and the abnormal cases will be delivered by the other experts, either a BMOG or a CMOG doctor. With that, I thanks with a great hope that everybody will extend their cooperation. And I also thanks here Dr. Ravi Satpathy is not there. He is a part and parcel of my team, and he is in Zoom. I must thank him. He has developed all the guidelines, all the SOP, and that will be very helpful. And at last, I thanks everybody once again giving me the opportunity to speak something in this occasion. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Sir has nicely really explained the journey of this program. Now I am inviting Director Nursing of Odisha, Dr. Sanjukta Sahu, to give a brief idea on nurse practitioner midwifery program. Ma'am, please enlighten us with few words.
Thank you. A very good evening to all of you. My regards first to my teacher, Professor Dr. Shama Kanungo, who is here with us as the leading personality, Dr. Monica and her team from UNICEF, Dr. Brijesh, Dr. Meena, Dr. Trupti, Superintendent, SCB Medical College, Professor Lucy, with her team, and Dr. Tushar, and Dr. Swai, who's here, Dr. Sasmita Swai, all our professors from OG, and highly respected clinicians, all my colleagues from SCB Medical College, as well as from Nursing Directorate, NHM, as well as SCB College of Nursing, and the students who have come here, and those of you who have joined us today via Zoom, that is Dr. Luigi from UNICEF, and Dr. Radha from Government of India. Also, we have Dr. Evida from Fernandez Hospital, which is our mentoring institute, Director Capital Hospital, all the CDM PHOs of the 6 districts and all the districts who have been in this meeting, who are in this meeting, who are sending participants for the first batch of NPM training are also with us, and all the directors from my combined directorate from Bhubaneswar. I welcome all of you. Regarding the purpose of NPM training, why you are doing it, sir has been very lucid in explaining the decision taken by Government of Odisha as well as Government of India to start the nurse practitioner midwife program. The reason behind it is to reduce the maternal mortality and the infant mortality rate in the state. So as you know, currently the IMR is 38 in Odisha, just below the national average, but we aim to reduce it to be at par with the developing nations, at least below 10, which should be at least below 10, or we can say it should be 0. That will be great, but we should be realistic. To a large extent, NHM has been the instrument or has provided support to the state government in all possible ways for reduction in infant mortality and maternal mortality rate. Although we have been not very successful, but I can say that we are successful in reducing IMR, but MMR is still a matter of concern. So not only to provide respectable maternity care, but also with the aim to reduce the delivery burden in the tertiary care hospitals of the state, this program has been initiated. As we all know, sir has already said that it has been proven that nurses can conduct normal delivery as well as any trained medical person. So we always knew that, because in my short experience in the periphery, which I have seen, I'd been in Raigada. So this is, I can say safely. So as you know, Kalyan Singhpur is a block in Raigada district. It is a hard to reach, inaccessible area, especially when the Kalyani river is flooded. So it is always in the news for all the wrong reasons, I should say. And it has been a matter of concern for state government. When I was there in 1 year, I had to clear at least 20 human rights cases regarding provision of healthcare to the tribal community of that districts, because as you know, this is a Dongoria area where this is it is a protected, these are protected vulnerable tribes. So this is a matter of concern for us. There we have a Kalyan Singhpur, we have a CSC where you used to have a ANM or multi-purpose health worker female who was there, 50+ person, very thinly built. When she was there at Kalyan Singhpur, the delivery conducted at that CSC was near about 180 to 200 per month. So that we had, when initially I had visited, I had seen. But due to some reason or other, as you know, this thing, she was transferred to a PSC new. That was Sikarapai. It was a very, it was on the way to Kalyan Singhpur and far away from the hills of the Kalyan Singhpur area. But the tribals, what they used to do, they will not go to the CSC. They'll come to Sikarapai PSC new. Being a PSC new, it had a very small labor room, one postnatal room, and every day we used to go and see. Anytime I visited, there will be 4 persons who had been delivered. So the medical officer was in a quandary what to do. He said, ma'am, we cannot keep them for the mandatory 48 hours because there is no bed. There is no provision for the food. We cannot provide them food also because that provision for PSC new, that allotment is not there. So I had taken it to the collector that, ma'am, we have to do something because we have to provide them with good postnatal care, at least to see that mother and baby, they do well before sending them back. Where the top of the hill was 14 kilometers from the CSC. You have to walk up to near about 7 to 8 kilometers to reach their homestead. So that these are hard to reach, difficult areas of Odisha. So these are places where this, I believe, once we saturate this nursing NPM trainees, so who have been posted as CHOs, community health officers, that initiative has been successfully started by the district government of Odisha Health Department. So once we are saturated, we have trained, the training of NPM has reached up to that level, I think will be successful in reducing the maternal mortality rate. So it's no use saying, looking at the future, but we all will try to collaborate and cooperate and see that we have to think that we have to do this and achieve whatever target has been set to us. So it is a very good move for us that we are having this nurse practitioner midwife program in the state. And as Sahu sir has said, Professor Kaur and Professor Lucidas are not irritated with me, but my concern was the labor room of the SCB Medical College. So I think MD NHM ma'am is well aware of it, and we are going to see soon a very good labor room in SCB Medical College OG ward. So that is all. Sir has stopped saying, but as far as my knowledge goes, this institute is certainly going to be converted to National Midwifery Training Institute, which has already been approved by Government of India in next 2 years. So when ma'am said that, she said, ma'am had asked me, had rung me up and asked, Dr. Sanjukta, why can't we do it? He said, ma'am, we can do it because we have a very good team at SCB who are very cooperative and very supportive. We have a very good nursing institutions, and OG team is wonderful, and Superintendent ma'am and Sama ma'am are there to guide and support. So I think we'll be able to do it. So that is all. My thanks to all of you for making it possible for starting this State Midwifery Training Institute. I thank our ACSR, the MD ma'am, MD NHM ma'am, and the total NHM team, along with the SCB team, and of course, UNICEF team, who has been the strong force who have been taking us towards achieving our goal. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for enlightening us. Now I am inviting Dr. Padmini Kashyap, Assistant Commissioner Maternal Health, Government of India, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India. Ma'am is in online mode. Please, ma'am, we are eager to listen from you. Please address us. Ma'am. Ma'am, please. Online mode. So best.
I hope I'm audible.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, please. I am
Welcome, ma'am. Welcome, ma'am. Please continue.
Yeah, so very good afternoon, Odisha. Amongst all the esteemed audience, I can see Dr. Lucy Das, the Medical Superintendent, Cuttack Medical College, Dr. Tushar, HOD, Dr. Tushar Kar, whom I got the privilege to meet during my CRM visit, and Dr. Vijay Lakshmi, Principal, College of Nursing, Dr. Sahu, Team Leader, SHSRC, Director Nursing, all the esteemed guests who are present there today. We have Mr. Luji from UNICEF. We have representation from Fernandez Foundation, and all the esteemed guests, all the audience. So first of all, I would like to congratulate the state of Odisha on the launch of Midwifery Initiative and the Midwifery-led care unit at the College of Nursing, Cuttack, which henceforth be known as the National Midwifery Training Institute. So Odisha would be next only to Andhra Pradesh to actually functionalize its midwifery initiative, the midwifery trainings in this current year as per the GOI guidelines. And I would at the same time would like to acknowledge the government of Odisha's ardent commitment to redesignate this SMTI as an NMTI, and actually to add on to the list of identified NMTIs in the country. I would not hesitate to say that Odisha has been one of the front runners, one of the most proactive states in the country which has been effectively implementing all the GOI programs and rather supplementing them with its own state-run initiatives. So this is something we are really proud of, and I could really observe that during my CRM visit also, and it is very much evident as per the recently released NFHS data as well. Now, this midwifery initiative is something which is a non-negotiable agenda for the government of India. As we all know, it will serve, this is what we envisage, that it will serve as a one-stop solution for providing high quality, respectful maternal care, reduce over-medicalization, definitely would curb the ever-rising cesarean section rates, promote the physiological birthing, and ultimately contribute to the goal of reducing overall maternal morbidity and mortality, and of course, going forward, reduce the stillbirth rate, infant mortality also. So throughout this journey of midwifery, Government of India had been steadfast. It had been offering financial and technical assistance via NHM to all the states and UTs as per their proposals. Rather, I would say that during this pandemic also, we utilized this opportunity with a clear vision, with strategic planning, to not only engage the international midwifery educators with the help of our development partners, but also to designate 15 NMTIs across the country, and Odisha, adding on to the list, would be the 16th NMTI in the country. Now, one thing which is of paramount importance here is engagement of international midwifery educators, which is critical for the functionalization of any NMTI, because the particular criteria has to be fulfilled for designating a facility, a College of Nursing, as NMTI. So this UNICEF has been urged to expedite this process and engage the IMEs, and I'm sure that UNICEF would certainly fulfill the promise it has made to provide IMEs for Odisha. At the same time, while we are launching the midwifery-led care units also, they will be the future potential workstations where our future NPMs will be working and delivering the mothers. And going forward, we plan to establish these MLCUs in all the high caseload facilities and work in collaboration with the pre-existing obstetric units. So again, before I conclude, I would like to express my heartfelt appreciation to all the representatives of the healthcare army which are present here today, the Obs-Gynae department, the nursing department, we have a team from Telangana, we have our development partners, we have people from ministry. And at the same time, I would like to convey my message to all the potential midwifery educators and NPM candidates that they are really fortunate. It's an honor to get selected to become a midwife, to provide respectful, dignified maternal care to a woman. And I stop here and thank you very much. All the best.
Additional Director General Nursing, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India. She is also in online mode. Ma'am, please enlighten us, address our participants with few words, ma'am.
Good evening, everyone. Let me utilize this opportunity to congratulate all the NPMs and also good evening, everyone. Let me congratulate the government of Odisha for starting a practitioner midwife and launching this. And I also congratulate the NPMs who have joined. Second, to Andhra Pradesh, as we have also launched, we are having lots of expectation from Odisha. It's a committed state with a very much dedicated workforce of nurses and midwives. As this new cadre is having lots of responsibilities also along with the new things which you are studying. protect the mothers, provide them the respectful maternity care, and make that possible that every delivery point be attended by midwives, and helping the mother to take decision
No,
about their natural birthing process, and with empowering the mothers and help them to have the dignified labor, and also empower them to take decisions about how it has to be in their family. So I also congratulate and appreciate the support provided by UNICEF, Government of India, Fernandez Foundation, and other development partners for making this a reality. So I wish the new entries a great success. Thank you very much for inviting me to be a part of this.
Chief of Health UNICEF India Country Office. Please share.
Good afternoon. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Good. So good afternoon, everyone, and greetings from Delhi. Sorry not for being there with you, but equally excited to be part of this celebration and of this day. It's really a remarkable one. It sets a new step towards organizing respectful, efficient, high quality healthcare for women and children and babies in the state of Odisha. So much has been said and so well by my predecessors that I am left without much to say other than a few words, perhaps, taking this from another angle. And I want to talk to the trainees, to the ones who will be the first taking this course in particular, and to the importance of what they will do and undertake course. UNICEF, be it in India, be in Odisha, be in the world, works for one cause and one only, which is the right of children to life and to good health. Women and children, that's all about their right. It's a human right, fundamental right that is applies to all of us. So through this, not only you will deliver care, not only you will give life to babies, but you are becoming champions of rights for all the babies and the girls and the women you will deal with in the days to come. And I think that sets a big responsibility, but also a big privilege. Adding to that, obviously, we are seeing this across the world, but India is probably the most evident case. Now we are in a situation where most deliveries are in health facilities. All where we need to invest, or largely, is on one end, increased and improved knowledge of the families, the women, the fathers about what pregnancy is, what delivery is, and on the other, on the quality of the care that needs to be delivered. And on both sides, nurse midwives will have a critical role, because it's not only about doing the things right and as close as to the community as possible, but it's also about taking the time and the patience to talk gently to the families, to the women, and let them understand what to do, what not to do, and why. And this is a huge responsibility as well. If you look at the statistics of India in these days, and you look at exclusive breastfeeding or early initiation of breastfeeding in the facility after delivery, is still incredibly low. And there is a reason for that, is that families may not understand or the women why this is so important. And that's where you need to come in at the end of it, to help make not only the delivery a happy moment, a normal moment, nothing to do with disease, but also to provide all the support throughout, so that families are empowered, are informed, and can make good choices. For me, and I close, it is a huge privilege. Of course, we know, and it has been said, that in addition to this, midwives save lives. And at the end of the day, it is important, and we do all the best to ensure that all the 27, 28 million deliveries that happen in India every year are as safe as possible, and that the ones which are at risk are immediately referred. With all this said, it's a privilege again on behalf of UNICEF. We have been involved with this program since the start in Telangana. And then a couple of weeks ago, there was another opportunity to launch a course in Andhra. And today Odisha comes, and the leadership from the Ministry of Health and the perception of the states of the importance of this program and their action against this is making this happen, and it's extremely important. Now we catch up. We have lost 2 years, or largely so, because of COVID-19. Now we need to catch up, bring this to scale as quickly as possible, so that the base of the pyramid is built, and we have a strong, solid, motivated, happy cadre of midwives in Odisha and in India going forward. Thanks again, and good luck for the rest of your journey. Over to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for joining with us or enlightening our participants with your words. Now I am inviting Dr. Evita, Chairperson, Fernandez Foundation, NMTI. Please, ma'am. Fernandez Foundation and NMTI.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Indiko, a midwife from the United Kingdom, working closely in embedding professional midwifery and clinical leadership for midwives in India with my colleague here, Dr. Radha Reddy, working closely on the midwifery project. We are here representing Dr. Vita Fernandez from Fernandez Foundation, who is unable to be here today, but expresses her congratulations and joy in this momentum occasion. Midwife-led care delivers positive pregnancy and birth outcomes. When midwives were main providers of care during pregnancy, women were less likely to give birth prematurely or lose their babies before 24 weeks of gestation. Women were reported to be happier with the care they received, with fewer assisted births, fewer episiotomies or surgical incisions to reduce the risk of tear. And finally, in midwife-led settings, women were no more likely to have cesarean births. The government of India has committed to midwifery-led services in the country, embedding professional midwifery in India. This platform and dedicated service for women and the newborn will lead to the change of birth in India. We would like to thank the government of Odisha and UNICEF for investing in midwifery services. Our obstetric and neonatal colleagues who will support the midwifery team and offer collaborative services when women need them. We thank you for inviting us to your inaugurations today, and we're very excited and pleased, and we honor the midwives who are going through this special occasion.
Thank you so much, and we once again express our deepest gratitude for making Fernandez part of this very prestigious launch. And we are also very proud that the educators who have been trained at NMTI Fernandez are also there. And we are very confident that Odisha will have flourishing midwifery services very soon. Thank you so much for giving us opportunity once again.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for joining with us or enlightening with us. We always expect this type of cooperation, your cooperation for developing SMTI to NMTI also. Thank you, ma'am. Now I am requesting Dr. Monica Nielsen, Chief UNICEF, Odisha, please, ma'am. Enlightening to enlighten our participants. Thank you. Samastungu namaskar. Good afternoon, everyone. So lovely to see such a full room of so much energy and young people. So this is our future generation. Thank you so much for joining. Let me start by welcoming all dignitaries on dais and off dais, those who are joining us via Zoom, who could not join us, our UN colleagues, my team, of course, experts, students, friends, that's most importantly. So thank you for joining us this wonderful historic event. You are all pioneers, so thank you so much. This is indeed a moment of pride, and I think many of you have something to be proud about starting this journey. We have heard from Dr. Sahu, what it took and how much hard work has gone into it, not least to this event today, with all the measures and difficulties that we are having because of COVID. So huge congratulations. And of course, congratulations to the government of Odisha, once again, for such a wonderful initiative, investment, and understanding really of the priorities for women, for girls, and for babies who are being born through these kind of initiatives. And of course, SCB Medical College and the College of Nursing for taking up this important initiative in order to again provide quality and respectful maternity and newborn care. I would also like to appreciate that the President, Vice President, and the Secretary of the Association of Obstetricians and Gynecologists, Odisha, are here with us today. Thank you so much, and thank you for support and, of course, ongoing confidence in such an important event and initiative. As you all know, Odisha has made significant progress over the past few years in terms of maternal and newborn survival. And we have heard some of the stories and numbers as well that are astonishing. However, nearly 2,000 women died due to pregnancy-related causes, and 24,000 newborns lost their lives annually in the state. So that's pretty many babies we are losing every year. Over the years, coverage of key services has improved. We have also seen that across the state, and the state's records are really impressive, with 90% of institutional delivery rate, as we know, which really translates into approximately 650,000 women delivering at the health facilities. Hence, it is very important and imperative that quality standards are maintained. And I think all of us will agree, and that's why we are here. Every mother and every newborn, irrespective of whether she is in remote areas of Koraput or in the urban area of Cuttack, has the right to good quality care. We need to focus on and follow on an equitable approach. So every single baby is important for us. Creating a cadre, and we have some of you here today, congratulations once again, and huge expectations on you now, of professional midwives who have the capacity and skills as per international standards would revolutionize the care being provided. They can take care of more than 80% of the deliveries, which are expected to be of low risk. So again, huge expectations on your behalf. You are our first pioneer group who will really take care of those mothers and babies, who will deliver safely those babies to the world and give them the right to live, and hopefully more than that, and thrive. Scale up of midwifery services would also mitigate the risks due to shortage of skilled human resources in health and lead to an accelerated decline of maternal and newborn mortality.
UNICEF, of course, is committed to support the actions towards improving the quality of maternal and newborn care in the state. And you also heard our Chief of Health, Luigi, just before me speaking about it. And looking at, improving quality of Laksha in the delivery rooms, or Muskan for pediatric services. Those are also important and part of the initiative. UNICEF would continue to support the Midwifery initiative and its scale up. My best wishes to the selected trainees again and the educator for a fruitful learning period. I'm sure we would continue to see further progress being made towards the SDGs, and equity-based approach is the only way to do this. So for every child. And I want that this slide that we have light today will lead you all throughout the challenges and the happy moments. Thank you so much. Namaskar.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your nice enlightening words. Sorry, I have not seen our Director Nursing, ma'am. I welcome to our Director Nursing, ma'am, Dr. Sefali Malik, Additional Director Nursing, ma'am, Dr. Sefali Malik. I have not seen that time. So I welcome to you, ma'am, to this inaugural session. Now, I am requesting Professor Amrita Lenka, Secretary SOMI of Odisha, who is also in online mode. Ma'am, please join us and address our participant. Ma'am, please. Ma'am is there. Hello, ma'am. Ma'am, please. On your video, ma'am. Audio, ma'am. Please, ma'am. Ma'am, you are visible, ma'am. Hello, ma'am. I am not audible, ma'am. Ma'am, please unmute yourself. Ma'am. Ma'am, please unmute yourself, ma'am. You are muted. Unmute which one? Ma'am, not audible, ma'am. You are not audible, ma'am. Madam. Okay. अच्छा दिला मस्त. भाग्यलक्ष्मी मैडम नाहंती मैडम को डाके हां आगे अच्छा. Now I am inviting Dr. Bhagyalakshmi Naik, Vice President AOGO. Please, ma'am, address our participants. Ma'am, Amrita ma'am. Ma'am, please. Amrita madam. We will call once again due to some maybe some network error. You are not audible, ma'am. Please once again you join. You leave and you once again you join. Then it will maybe audible. I am inviting Dr. Bhagyalakshmi Nayak, Vice President. Ma'am, please, AOGO, please, ma'am, enlighten us with few words.
All the respected seniors on the dais and off the dais, and I think it's a very, very proud moment for Odisha and SCB Medical College as well for being one of the centers of excellence for this training course. So I thank the government of India and government of Odisha and all those who have been instrumental, UNICEF, Dr. Meena, everyone who has been instrumental in bringing up this program. I think it has been delayed a bit due to the pandemic, but I think better late than never. And I really can't thank Shama Madam more, whether she's there. Yes, Madam. And thank you so much for all the help for all the mothers of Odisha. So from all of us, I thank everyone for and seek everyone's cooperation. I think Odisha is going to be in Indian map for all these good things now. Thank you so much.
Now I am inviting Dr. Lucy Das, Superintendent of SCB Medical College Hospital. Ma'am, please address our participant.
Respected Dr. Monica, CFO UNICEF, Professor Sama Kanungo, my teacher, Coordinate Maternal Health, Sanjukta Madam, Director Nursing, Tushar Sir, HOD ONG, other faculty members, Professor Sasmita Swain, Professor Sasmita Beura, Ajit Naik, and all the other faculty members, Principal Nursing College, Principal Nursing School, and all the faculty of Nursing School and College, and dear students. Really, it is a matter of honor and pride for us that MLCU, one of its kind, have come to Odisha, and SCB Medical College ONG department is now a part and parcel of it. Definitely, this MLCU will lower the burden of the normal delivery patient of our institution. Probably it will help us to make a very adjustive and accommodative environment for delivering normal patient. Now I think the patient will not say, let us run away from here to other nursing home when they enter the labor room. And this service will definitely help to have a positive birthing environment for a daily pregnant woman. So by that, the maternal and neonatal mortality rate will reduce in SCB Medical College and by large in our state. So as being a superintendent, I am ready to help what all that is needed for upliftment and of this MLCU. And I hope that this will fulfill the wish and goal of Government of India. Thank you.
Now I am inviting Dr. Tushar Kar, HOD of OG Department, SCB Medical College Hospital, Cuttack. Sir, please address our participants with few words regarding MLCU.
Revered R.K. Sharma, Additional Chief Secretary Health and Family Welfare, Madam Salini Pandit, our MD NHM online, respected Monica Nelson, CFO UNICEF Odisha, and entire team from UNICEF present here and online. Our team leader, my elder brother, Dr. Dinabandhu Sahu, with entire NHM team, my good friend, Dr. Sanjukta Sahu, Director Nursing, with entire team of nursing office bearers from Bhubaneswar. Again, Professor Lucy Das, our superintendent, esteemed principal, nursing college, and all the staffs, and also representing from the nursing directorate, all other dignitaries, faculties from SCB Medical College, Cuttack, our esteemed teacher, my own teacher, Professor Sama Kanungo, coordinator from NHM, who is always here to guide us, especially me, either in physically, mentally, or emotionally, or spiritually. She is there always to look to, sir, are you doing right thing or wrong thing, whether it is in the right direction or the wrong direction. My beloved postgraduates, all the nursing students, and all the nursing office bearers, I can say, in charge of the labor room, outdoor, indoor, G1 ward, G2 ward, so many wards are there in gynec department. So all the esteemed members and all the supportive staffs present here for this gathering today. कर्मनादि बाधिकारस्य तीमा फाळोसु कदाचेन मा कर्म फळ हेतुर भूमा सर्वो स्तब्ध कर्माणि. I always interpret this Gita shloka in a reverse way. I say that, I feel that hard labor never goes unpaid, which is a direct proof with me and with my entire team, especially the postgraduate faculties which you have been seeing. So I remember that greetings from the Department of Obstetrics and Gynec of SCB Medical College, Cuttack, to all of you, whether those who are physically present or on the line, that means in the e-webinar with us. So I remember that I was born in a brief presentation. My mother is now 92 years. And you remember that time, I always asked to my postgraduate, what is aculture? I repeat, what is aculture? If you remember the nursing officers or the nursing students and the teachers, those who are present, if you see the midwifery book, that is written very nicely there, explained any person who conduct, assist, or even facilitates a delivery system or a process, she or he is called as aculture. And you'll be happy to know that the present caretaker, who is around 55 years with my mom, she takes care of, and her passion is to conduct delivery till today nearby homes. So you can see, why not a midwife, that she cannot conduct a normal delivery. And today, on this occasion, who is the happiest person? Can you believe? We the happiest person. Because I say we, because today a newborn has come to our family. What is that? This conception comes from the brainchild of Madam Salini Pandit. You remember in my practice, whenever an infertile couple come to me, I say that whenever she becomes pregnant, either by counseling, or by medical treatment, or by laparoscopy, or by IUI, or by IVF, so they become the first happiest person. I tell that I am the third person to become the happiest. Like that, whenever it is the brainchild of Salini Madam, Dinabandhu Bhai, and entire team, nursing director. So if it is the brainchild, they, before prenatal, they have taken care. During antenatal, they have taken care. Now today it is born, we have taken care. So therefore, we are the happiest person. So perhaps now it is our duty to nurture with whom? With you. And you are the person who will take care of this child, and you have to make this child an adolescent, then an adult. So if you remember, during the COVID time, when this project comes to us, and Dinabandhu Bhai is the first person, our team leader, who informed me that this is going to happen. Then immediately I discussed with Lucy Madam, our superintendent. That time, 4 of the blocks of the first floor, and including postpartum center, was taken by the COVID. This was a dedicated COVID hospital, for which there was space crunch. And you should see today, the patients are lying on the floor, on the ground floor, even delivery patient. And Salini Madam knows it. So therefore, how to get it a space? So we selected one place in presence of our director nursing and our staffs of all the faculties, including superintendent Madam. So we have to give one space for this nurse practitioner midwifery course. So it is, once it is now delivered today, perhaps it will go in the best possible way. But only think that now the midwife will go, and certainly they will relieve the burden, they will definitely help for the decongestion of our labor room. Look at this. Many of the normal cases, they come to SCB Medical College. Is it a fact that all of them should come? No, it is the only complicated case should come to the tertiary hospital like SCB. So therefore, gradually when they will go to the periphery, they will cater these normal delivery cases. And besides that, let me tell very shortly about the SOP, of the nurse midwifery, this practitioner course. What you do? There is a triage room, which was there earlier. The patient will come there. So in addition to the nurses, those who will be nursing officer, those who will be coming for training, our postgraduate student will be there. They will select the case. Those who are expected to have a normal delivery, they will be referred to our training hall or training center there. So the normal delivery will be conducted there. Those who are having complication, not for a normal delivery, any accidents occur in the form of obstetrical labor or fetal distress or maternal distress, those are indicated for cesarean section. They will go to immediately to the labor room. So with that SOP we have formulated, I think this training will go in the positive way, and perhaps we are in a position to deliver everything in right time. Thank you very much again. Thanks all of you for your cooperation, for believing on our hard work, and perhaps with this we'll conduct further and further training module. And you know that now obstetric and gynec department is so vast, taking 7 extramural projects, 2 from WHO, 2 from ICMR, NHM so many projects, and CMC Vellore 3 projects on hemoglobinopathy and sickle cell disease. Besides that, NHM, Madam Sama Madam knows CMOC, BMOC, cesarean, and this ultrasound, all these trainings are there. So look at the burden of the hospital. So we need this space, and we are in the process of again redevelopment to bigger space. We are for that. Perhaps again that will be the fulfillment. Otherwise, the history will blame us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for nice encouragement words. Now I am requesting all the dignitaries to launch the midwifery brochure. Here the midwifery brochure, sir, there, please. Madam. Ma'am, please. Thank you all dignitaries. Now I am inviting Professor Dr. Sasmita Swain, Nodal Officer of MLCU, to extend. Before that, I am requesting to play the SMTI video from SCB College of Nursing, Cuttack. SMTI video, please. We will have a look on that. How SMTI has been arranged. Thank you. Now I am inviting Professor Dr. Sasmita Swai, Nodal Officer of MLCU, to extend vote of thanks. Please, ma'am.
Good afternoon, everybody. Today, I really feel blessed to be standing before you as the nodal officer of this beautiful training. And I really first, I pay my gratitude to God for giving this responsibility. And I hope I will be, with everybody's cooperation, we all will be able to carry out fruitfully. So first of all, I pay my thanks to revered Dr. R.K. Sharma, SS Health, and Salini Pandit Madam, the MD NHM, for their constant cooperation and encouragement for which this program has seen the light of the day. Next, I thanks Mr. Louis Aquino, Chief of Health, UNICEF India Country Office, and Dr. Monica Nelson, Chief UNICEF Odisha, for being with us for this program, and the whole UNICEF team of Odisha, specifically Dr. Meena, under whose able guidance we are always being benefited, and we always get every cooperation. Anytime we ask, they always help us. Thank you, UNICEF, for the constant cooperation for the upliftment of the maternal health in Odisha. Thank you again. And next, I really thanks Dr. Padmini Kashyap Madam, Assistant Commissioner Maternal Health, Minister of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India, for being present with us online and giving us encouragement to carry out this program. Thank you, Madam. Dr. Rati Balchandran, ADG Nursing, Family and Health Welfare, Government of India. Thank you, Madam, for being with us online and encouraging us. And special thanks to Dr. Dinabandhu Sahu, our team leader, who being the constant inspiration, and day in, day out, whenever I talk to him, I always think he's always thinking about the health of the Odisha. And for his constant endeavor, any meeting I attend online on webinar, health system in Odisha is always being praised. And everybody wants to follow how the health runs in Odisha. We want to go and see that. I think most of this is being due to the constant effort of the team leader, Dandavan sir. Thank you, sir. Next, I thank our Superintendent Lucy Madam. Whenever you ask anything, she is always there to help us. Our HOD Tusharkar sir, he is always an inspiration for everybody, and with his cooperation, we will definitely progress. And nothing to tell about Sama Madam. She is a constant inspiration from young students to the eldest one. So Madam, you are really an inspiration for us. Looking at you, at least I always think how Madam is doing so much of work, so much on involvement in everything she is doing. Tremendous job is Madam doing. In every forum, I am telling everybody should follow how she is doing such things. Really, definitely the fruits is going to come. And my special thanks to Dr. Sanjukta Sahu, Director Nursing, for organizing everything and keeping everything, following how to this will become fruitful. Thank you, Madam. And really today is an auspicious day. As Monica Madam told, this is an historic day. A seed has been planted in the soil of Odisha for the upliftment of our pregnant women. And with everybody's cooperation, definitely the fruit will come very soon. So it is everybody's cooperation. There are 4 pillars of maternal health. One is our ASA. They have tremendously done their job. Nobody is delivering at home now. They are workers to bring the pregnant woman to hospital. They are doing it very nicely. Second is the nursing staff, then our consultants. Fourth is our policymakers. So now with our two of us cooperation, the nursing staff and doctors definitely will work together to bring the upliftment of our pregnant women, so that the result will be reflected by decreasing the morbidity and mortality of the mother. So it has to be reflected very soon if you work together. So this is our aim. The maternal mortality rate, the infant mortality rate, the stillbirth, everything should come down. That should be our motto. That should have. And the rising cesarean rate. Now the government is thinking very strongly about the rising cesarean rate. That has to come down. For this only, this midwifery training has come. It has been seen that where the midwife they are conducting the delivery, the cesarean rate is less. That's why that this training has come into focus. So our aim is to now to decrease the cesarean rate and also to see that the both mother and baby are healthy. That should be our motto. So definitely with everybody's cooperation, we feel fruitful in this project, and I need cooperation of all our faculties, and the most important are PG students. They are the main pillar of this program. Their cooperation is always required. Day in, day out, they have to be present every time. Every time you have any problem, they will be there. We definitely expect they will be there with us. Thank you. Thank you. With this, I conclude. Vote of thanks. Bande Utkala Janani.
Before we break, I'll have to say something.
And last, I must thank Mrs. Vijay Lakshmi Das for conducting this program very nicely. Thank you.
By now, the nursing educators and the NPM trainees should have been released. There has been some leaks. We'll be able to, I hope by 15th we'll be able to start the session. But before that, we have with us two of the nursing educators who are trained at Fernandez Hospital, Adusmita and Sucharita. I hope they will stand up and introduce themselves. They have given, yes, they have given a lot of effort for the establishment of this SMTI. Also, they have been expecting their cooperation. They are among the faculty members. Superintendent को team ना